Welcome to episode 8 of What's on the Bench. So we've got a few things to get through today. First thing I wanted to talk about was the FCX10 from FMS. I've just fitted their interior for the FCX10. Now, if you haven't seen it, basically if you buy the FCX10 in July, then you get a free interior kit included with it. But what's also really cool is if you've already bought an FCX10 from FMS, if you contact the customer service team, you can use your loyalty points to actually get a free interior. And also, if you purchase an FCX10 not from FMS, from somewhere else, if you contact the customer service team and provide proof of purchase, as long as you just cover the postage, which I think was $15, then they will send you the interior kit, again, free of charge. And it's like $30 for the interior kit, I think it is. So I'll put a link in the description to the interior kit and obviously check it out on FMS website. But I just wanted to let you guys know because I thought that was a pretty decent offer, to be honest. And I thought it was really good that actually they were saying that if you bought it from somewhere else, they would still basically send it to you for free. So yeah, definitely check that out. I'll put some pictures up on the screen of what the interior looks like. I've got it in there. It is a bit hard to see with the tinted windows, but it is a pretty nice looking interior, especially if you were to paint it up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the first update. Next up, we've got my Tamiya truck. I absolutely love building this thing. If you haven't seen this yet, I recently just did a little 3 videos build series on it. So I was going to the RC Truckers National Gathering. I went last year and loved it, and this year I was like, well, I've got to take my own truck. So I literally built this in a week. Never built a Tamiya truck before. Really enjoyed it. It's not hard, it's just quite time consuming. But yeah, I am super happy with how this thing turned out. And it was really cool to run my own truck at the event as well, which was just so cool. If you're in the UK and you like trucks and you haven't been before, you've got to go to the RC Truckers National Gathering. It is probably one of the best events in the UK if you're into trucks. So many awesome things there. You've got diggers, you've got trucks. It's just absolutely fantastic. And the people there are absolutely great as well. Awesome venue. So yeah, 2-day event. They do a night run as well with all the lights on the rigs and everything. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, I'm super happy with my truck build. Now I have got hopefully a better light and sound kit coming on the way as well. So I'll be doing an update video on that soon because I did fit some LED lights to it and I did put an ASS dual sound kit in it, but it wasn't the best, it didn't have all the cool kind of gear changing sounds and all that kind of stuff. And I want to full on cover this thing in lights because you can't have enough lights. It's like me with accessories on a crawler. You can never have enough, can you? So hopefully I have an update coming soon on the channel for the Tamiya truck, for the Grand Hauler, with a light and sound kit. If you like my Tamiya truck build and you like Tamiya trucks, then make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that. Next up, we've got the FCX10 Classic Flatbed mod from Fair RC. I just reviewed this thing the other day. Absolutely fantastic. If you like a K10, then I would say this is definitely the one to go for. Performance was fantastic. I was really impressed with Batrazi wheels and tyres. These tyres were fantastic on the rocks and on the trail. So yeah, really impressed with those. And I think this thing looks really cool as well. I'll put a link in the description to where you can get this from. You can get it white or black. And then also they got a limited edition red version, which there's only 199 of those available. So they are going pretty quickly. So if you want that, get your hands on it pretty quick. Also, just to give you a bit of a sneak preview, I have got the ready to run version and the kit version of the new LDRC 1297. The number might be slightly different depending if you get the kit or the ready to run. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, yeah, but Rob, you did the Range Rover recent and it was rubbish. Yeah, that is right. The Range Rover was rubbish. However, I love a Pajero. So, yeah, even if this thing is just as bad as the Range Rover in regards to how it drives and how it performs, the fact that you can get a kit and then you could put whatever electronics you want in it, you could change the motor, you can fit your own steering servo, you could change stuff, that to me makes a difference because, you don't find many Pajeros these days, to be honest, especially as ready to runs or even as kits. Best you can do normally is get a hard body for your 10th scale. I actually have an old Tamiya Pajero and I absolutely love it. It's so cool. So yeah, for me to be able to get a Pajero, it's worth reviewing this thing in my opinion. Even if you just want the body, even if the electrics are going to be junk, this body is like gold if you ask me. So, and they're like what? I think at the moment on Banggood you can get the kit for, I think I saw the kit just this evening for $39. And then I think the ready to run is like $60. At normal price, it might be about $60 for them both. But yeah, I mean, hard body, 1/14 scale. That's pretty sweet just for the body, to be fair. So anyway, so they're going to do a full review and obviously run of the ready to run version. And then for the kit, I will do an unboxing of the kit so you can see what it's like and we'll assemble it. I'll probably do that as like a 2-part video, you know. We'll just basically look at the kit so you know what you get in the box if you're just interested. Because obviously whatever electrics and stuff you use is going to be relevant to you. And then I probably will build it then, and then obviously we can just try it and see what we think. But realistically, depending on what you put in it, you know, it's going to be very similar to this. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned to the channel if you are interested in those, because yeah, I love a Pajero. Full interior of this thing as well. Just, you know, that's pretty sweet. And you can get it in blue as well. I know I probably sound like a big kid now, but I'm not a massive fan of the white, but you can get it in the 2-tone blue. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I do also have the Endura XX pins, they call them, or XHX pins, I can't remember what they're calling them, but in the 10th scale. So I appreciate I'm probably a bit late to the party because they released these like 3 weeks ago, something like that. But obviously I was super busy with my Tamiya truck, and then I was ill. So yeah, I just haven't had a chance to do them yet. But again, I'm hoping to see if I can get these done this week maybe. I'm thinking about fitting them with some steel wheels to the FCX10 K5 and then giving it a test on the rocks and see what these things perform like. But really nice tread pattern on these things. Super sticky and soft. This is the new S5 compound in the 10th scale, so hopefully these things should be really good on the rocks. So yeah, that will be coming. By the time I edit the video, it'll probably be like maybe next week sometime or something like that. But yeah, that will be coming on the channel soon, so if you're interested, keep your eye out for those. And then the last thing I wanted to just talk about is I'm hoping to start doing the raffles soon. So if you're interested in, you know, winning some rigs and some parts and stuff like that, then I'll put more details as soon as I get that going. A few things I was thinking about doing. I've actually got a spare RC 4-wheel drive winch set for the 75th anniversary edition, which this thing is an absolute machine. 50 pounds of pulling power. I was amazed at this thing. Might put this up in the raffle. I was also thinking for some of the things, you know, I've got so many rigs now, and some of the cheaper ones like the WPLs and stuff like that, I'm not bothered about keeping them. So I'm either going to see if I can do the tickets for as cheap as possible, if not free if I can. Hopefully, you know, if I do some other raffles and people are buying tickets and stuff like that, then I'm hoping for some of these cheaper rigs I can just give them away for free. Some of the rigs like this would be used, so, you know, it's not going to be brand new, and that's why I would either give it away for free or, like, you know, insanely cheap ticket prices. I get loads of people asking me for free rigs, so I'm hoping by doing some of the raffles for some of the nicer things that I can then give away some of these cheaper ones for free. The other thing I was thinking about doing with the raffle as well, and again, drop me a comment below and let me know if you'd be interested in taking part and buying tickets, is I was thinking about doing some builds. So I was thinking about, you know, with the mini crawlers, TRX4Ms, FCX18s, FCX24s, etc., maybe even like a Hobby Plus CR18 Pivo Pro, you know, do a build on them. So, you know, do kind of what I do, you know, either sticker them or weather them, do my accessories and stuff like that, sign it, do some upgrades, you know, brass wheels, decent tyres and that. So, you know, probably end up being a rig worth like, you know, $250 plus, something like that. And then do a raffle on that as well. So again, you know, I'll do the tickets as reasonable as possible. But again, if you'd be interested in winning some upgraded by me rigs where I could do a full build on the channel so you can actually see your rig featured on the channel, and then obviously you can buy a ticket, you could win it, and then you could then get a chance to own a rig that I have built for you, upgraded as much as possible, so you've got a ready to run rig then, you know, which is really nice. So again, if you think that's something you'd be interested in, then drop me a comment, because I'd really like to get some feedback as to, you know, if people are interested in doing it, and then I can start planning out what I'm going to be doing on the raffles and stuff like that. Right, I'm off to get cracking and get going with some of these builds and these unboxings that I got to do and get those tyres fitted to the FCX10. Drop me a comment if you've got any questions. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.